buying only saves money if you actually use it. The problem is most people don't. I'm going to give you some tips on bulk buying today. Number one tip is it is the price per ounce that matters, not the price per package. Use this example all the time. I went to go buy oatmeal. I went to go get a bulk one that was this big, and I looked at the price per ounce, and it was actually 2 cents cheaper per ounce than when I got the little one. You better believe I bought 3 little ones instead of 1 big one, because at the time we were eating a lot of oatmeal. So just because it's bulk doesn't mean it's cheaper. The next thing is wasting it. Yes, I know you love those Costco runs, but here's the thing. If you go and buy these huge packages of cereal and you don't eat them all and you throw it away, it's not saving you any money. You're just wasting money. So it only works if you actually use the food and eat the food that you buy. The main categories that bulk buying works is non-perishables like honey, flour, beans, rice, those types of things. Freezer-friendly foods are good for bulk buying. Toiletries, paper towels, shampoo, toilet paper, all those types of things are good for bulk buying, and things that you use all the time. All of my bulk buying, it's stuff that I use all the time. Now, I would never bulk buy things if you haven't tried the food, if you're watching a YouTube video or Instagram or TikTok, whatever video, and you're like, ooh, that looks really good. So you go buy a whole bunch. Make sure you test it first. And actually, make sure you test it first. And actually, I just did this yesterday when I went to go try a new supplement that I'm trying. I have fibromyalgia, for those of you who don't know. And it's been really bad lately, so I'm in my desperate mode trying everything. But I got 30 pills instead of the 180 because I was like, well, wait, if I have a reaction to this, that's dumb. I shouldn't buy it, even though it's cheaper. So it doesn't always pay. This video is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have quick and easy recipes your family will love to help you get in and out of the kitchen fast. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. All right, and the next trap is people have a fantasy of what they're going to do with this food. I'm going to go home and I'm going to freezer prep all of these meals. And so I'm bulk buying all this stuff, and then somebody gets sick and you can't do it. Or I'm going to eat salads every day, and by day 3, you're sick of the salad and you're like, what am I going to do with the next 3 things of lettuce? So make sure you have realistic goals, not just something you think you're going to do. You're going to actually be able to pull it off. Do you have the room to store this stuff? It's fine to bulk buy, but if you don't have the room to store the stuff, you don't have the room. Now, there are a lot of places you can store bulk stuff. So under your couch, under your bed, tops and backs and bottom corners of closets. Even one time I made my daughter's bed out of boxes of stored stuff. So we didn't have a box spring, so I had all the same boxes because we have our Dining on a Dime cookbooks. So I just set them all down, put her mattress on top, put a bed skirt over it, and then I had storage right there. Garage, paper towels, all those kinds of things can go into your garage if you need to. The next thing is, do you actually have the money to bulk buy? If you're bulk buying and putting it on your credit card, you are not saving money in any way, shape, or form. You're just not. So make sure you are paying cash for it. I use a credit card that I pay off every month. I'm not anti-credit card, but I pay it off every month. If I did not have the cash to pay it, I would not be using it. But don't put it on your credit card and then not pay off your credit card. You need to be using cash to buy your groceries. The stockpiling versus hoarding line. Yeah, there's a line there, guys. You have to make sure you're stockpiling and not hoarding. I have a big stockpile. I do. I get that. But I live in Wyoming at the end of the food chain. At any given time, we could have a blizzard and 6 feet of snow and the trucks couldn't get through for a week. I mean, it has literally happened to me before. It has literally happened to me. When we moved to Idaho, right after Mike and I were first married, they had 1,000-year floods, never happened before. And literally both roads to my town were washed out, couldn't get anything. Honestly, if it wasn't that for the fact that we lived on the Nez Perce Indian Reservation, we could go down and get the government commodities, we would have had no food. Because what had happened was, normally I have enough food on hand, but at that time, just 2 weeks before, 2 weeks, We had moved to this town and I hadn't gone to replenish anything yet. I just had a very basic small thing. And at that time, we didn't have money where I could just go do big stockpile trips. I had to stockpile, you know, a couple of cans of whatever, a couple of cans of corn or whatever every few weeks. So I'm not saying this stuff just out of nowhere that you should have a stockpile. I've actually lived it where I didn't have water for several days because my well was frozen. So I've actually lived this. I believe in stockpiling, but if you don't have the room, you don't have the room. Just do what you can and do the best that you can. Okay, so here's how I do it. I'm a visual person, so I like to see what I have. So I can see right here that I've only got 1 case of tomato sauce left. So the next time I go to the grocery store, I'm going to get another case, and all I do is, well, this vinegar I could take down, but I would remove the vinegar, lift this up, set the new case of tomato sauce under there, and set the vinegar somewhere else. I just put it there just because by the other ones. Actually, this one will go upstairs now I think about it because I need vinegar. That's all I do is just lift it up and slide the new one under. If I wanted to get another case of mushrooms, we don't use mushrooms that often, so I don't. I would just lift these 2 off, put the new set of mushrooms under there, and that's it. This isn't hard, guys. It's not hard at all. For black beans and stuff, so let's say I get down to 2 cases of black beans, and I think, oh, I want more. Then, in that situation, if I have a shelf out here or something, or like my Sprite's almost gone, I would just move it to over there. This is my shelf here of new stuff that I'm getting. So I just keep rotating it. Here's the old pasta sauce. I just set the new pasta sauce here. How stockpiling pays off is when you have a plan, you know your prices, you rotate your stock, and you freeze and store it properly so that it doesn't go to waste, okay? So keep moving the old stuff to the front and your new stuff at the back. Make sure you use it up. Right now, we really should be stockpiling, you know, because it's getting low, but I'm trying to get stuff used up and done so it's not getting wasted before I stockpile. I think prices are probably going to go higher with everything that's going on in the Middle East. And so need to get that done, but it's on my to-do list. Get down there and get it done. Probably should do it today, actually. But anyway, the only way to buy in bulk is if you can answer yes to all 3 of these questions. Will I use all of this before it goes bad? Do I know the price per unit is actually cheaper? Per ounce is cheaper. I say unit if it's like a granola bar. Like, let's say it says 10 granola bars and you divide it by per granola bar. I think they go by ounce too. But anyway, just make sure you know the ounce or the individual price. And do I have space to properly store it? If you're not using it all, buying in bulk isn't saving you money. It's actually costing you money. If you want to actually save money, go check out our Dining on a Dime cookbooks, up to 50% off right now for our Mother's Day sale. The link is in the description below, or follow the QR code, livingonadime.com.